Welcome back. Now, dairyless dessert is often a rare luxury in the vegan world. So this morning we're making a cheese-less cheesecake.
That's right. Chef and food blogger Holly White is here, warming up for the Taste of Dublin, where she'll be showcasing more vegan recipes. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
A cheese-less cheesecake.
Explain
all.
I know. We're going more for the cheesy sort of texture, and definitely, as you said, vegan desserts are... I'm going to be honest, I made this last year for my birthday. You're going to have to make your own birthday cake. It's very rare.
Is this really?
It is. It's getting a little bit better now, which is great, but the easiest thing to do is just to make things at home. So what I love about this is to me, it kind of just exemplifies summer. We have a raspberry layer and we have a lemon layer. And I'm going to get started on the base here.
Okay.
So I have cashews, macadamias, and shredded coconut, and then we're just going to blitz this up. It's going to be noisy for a second.
That's all right. We'll sing while you're doing that.
Okay, perfect.
I'll hum you sing.
Begin singing. Then...
Oh, wow, that was lovely. You have a great voice.
Great voice. Mario Lanza.
Very high, actually.
Now, what's this?
We're adding in a little bit of coconut oil. Coconut oil is brilliant in vegan desserts because very similar to butter, it kind of, when it is melted, it's liquid, but then at room temperature, it kind of solidifies. So what you're going for...
So it sets that base for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what you'll find is once you take out things like your more traditional, like eggs, obviously would be great for binding. You have to get a bit creative. So I've done different cooking courses, really kind of all over the world at this stage. So I trained in London with the Wild Food Cafe, and then I went to Los Angeles to Plant Lab out there. And
you were saying interesting, what I found really interesting, Holly, is that your family aren't vegans, but they enjoy the vegan food that you make for them.
Do you know, for me, veganism is a complete lifestyle. I'm completely committed to it. I'm so passionate about it. But the biggest worry I had was, what if no one ever wants to come over for dinner? You know what?
You're kind of isolated.
You're all eating cheesecake.
If the food is tasty enough, you'll always have friends and family to share. And what I love about no one in my family or even my immediate friends would call themselves a vegan, but they'll eat something like this and just call it dinner or dessert. Or and
they're still your friends.
Yeah,
they are.
They
claim. They claim to be. Sorry, we've added in medjool dates there. We're going to blend that up, and then that is going to form our base, which I'm going to get you to put into our spring form tin.
Certainly.
These are great as well because you just bring up the base. You don't need to worry about greasing it.
You don't have to line it and grease it and all that.
Do you know, we're about keeping things easy.
I love it. Love it.
The vegan way.
Simple is the best way, isn't it?
Do you know, the thing is, for me, I found there was a transition period because we all grow up kind of knowing how to do a few things, whether it's a roast or a spaghetti bolognese or whatever. And when I knew that I was committed to eating and living in this way, I realised I don't know what to cook, I don't know what to do. I had to go and do different cooking courses.
Go and learn.
Absolutely, I had to learn completely.
But isn't that part of that's the enjoyable bit, I find. Discovering new recipes, and... It
opened up a whole world, and I'm really lucky that obviously now I've kind of been able to kind of transition it into a career, but yeah, it just, I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over it in terms of the food, the taste, the textures.
And it's transitioned into this beautiful cookbook.
Yes.
Vegan-ish. I like that, it's vegan-ish.
But it is vegan.
But it's vegan.
The whole book is vegan because not everyone actually wants to be vegan, but the thing is maybe some people might try, whether it's a meat-free Monday, especially also what I find is really interesting is people with allergies, whether it's eggs or dairy, all the recipes are suitable for them. Most of them are gluten-free as well.
But do you find, like, in terms of, because we're hearing an awful lot about gluten-free and that, and the choices for people who are now celiac, it's getting better. Is vegan-wise, are your choices expanding?
Yeah, definitely. But I suppose what I always say, especially at events and demonstrations and things like that, if this is a lifestyle choice that you have made, you have to learn how to cook. You can't just assume the world is going to suddenly cater to you. We're dealing with... We have a very traditional diet. This is something that's relatively new. Thankfully now, there are definitely dairy-free options in terms of milks and stuff like that. But I always say to people, if you're going to a dinner party, bring a dessert, bring a cake. Do not think that...
They're going to do it for you.
And don't expect it.
So our base is in.
We have our base. Next up, in terms of one of the key things to get that sort of cheese-like texture is soaked cashew nuts. You need to soak them for 8 hours. And then what happens is you get this kind of like, it's like an emulsion almost. That then you can add flavour to. So I have some lemon zest here. I might get you to juice my lemons if that's okay. We're going to put that in. So the zest is really good because it makes it really sharp. The great thing about this is if you were making it for kids, I would go a little bit heavier on the sweetener. Taste it every step of the way. You don't need to be worried too much in terms of this can be eaten and enjoyed at every level almost. A little bit more coconut oil is going in.
And could you use lime if you wanted here instead?
Absolutely,
Holly?
you could use orange, citrus fruits, whatever it is that you want. I love a really sharp lemony taste.
Yeah. Cool.
Perfect. We're going to give that another blend. And I'm going to add in a tiny bit of vanilla essence, vanilla extract.
This is your best pal, this machine, isn't it?
Again, a little bit of an investment, but really important. And if I wasn't talking to you, this would be taking me 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, stop talking, lads. Let the lady cook.
You fly through it,
Yes.
So that's going to give us that kind of cheese texture.
We're going to blend that down until it goes smooth and creamy, and then we're going to layer it on, and then very similarly we do a raspberry layer on top, and then literally you just pop it into the fridge, leave it set.
Okay,
if you want to freeze it, it freezes really well. What I say to people is, if you're going to be, you know, maybe looking at a busy month ahead, why not get, you know, little cupcake holders?
Yes.
Really handy, defrost as you need.
Very clever.
So that works out well.
Okay. And what about the raspberry top then? Well, finish this one for us.
Well, we can literally give this a quick blast, but then the raspberry's going to be the exact same. Raspberries, a little bit of maple, and then all you do is you actually just layer it on top, and that's it.
Nice. Okay.
And how long do you leave it to set for?
About 2 hours. As I said, if you're putting it into the freezer, put it in straight away, but definitely portion it out. Cupcake holders are absolutely brilliant for that kind of thing as well.
Can we have a little taste?
I think we're at the stage where we can have...
Or a big taste.
Is this your first vegan dessert?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it is mine. Is it yours?
Very exciting.
Have you come across one before?
What, a vegan cheesecake? No.
Yeah. No, first time.
No.
Okay.
God, no.
Well, it certainly looks the part.
We'll give it a little bit more lemon zest on top.
I hope we have forks. Please tell me we have forks.
We have forks.
Yeah, so do you want a small slice or a big slice, or is that a stupid question, Aidan?
Slice is a slice. There's only one size.
There we go.
Beautiful. And you can play around that if you didn't want that raspberry layer. What else could you use instead, Holly?
Do you know, as you said, any summer fruits, blueberries, blackberries, whatever, and don't be afraid of using frozen. Like, I also think really economical, much easier to have, and you can have them in your freezer as well, so go with frozen.
Okay. Now, so how long have you been vegan?
5 years.
Okay. And when you talk about learning recipes and training, you mentioned you went overseas a lot. Did you have to do that because it wasn't available here?
I think once I became conscious that I was going to be sharing online, I think any investment that you make in yourself for your career is really important. I'm also certified in plant-based nutrition, and to me, that was really, really important. What do we think? What's the verdict?
Absolutely delicious.
Very good.
I'm a fan of cashew nuts, so that's the winner for me.
Likewise. Well, you can taste the coconut. Even the lemon zest on,
Yeah, exactly. So, no, I have to say, though, in terms of events, demonstrations, I love meeting people, so I'm...
And you're cooking at Taste?
Taste of Dublin on
when
Friday.
Are you cooking?
Very, very excited. Friday, 2:30. I've also found out my parents won't be able to come there, so if anyone's around, please come and support.
Oh, wow.
But yeah,
Bring
I've got a few friends coming along, and I think it's really exciting. But what I love more than anything is I just think it's great to actually get to meet some of, you know, the top chefs in the country, ask them questions. And especially I find if demonstrations are small, I love answering people's questions. Veganism is very new to people. Some people, maybe it might be a mum who has a vegan daughter, they want to know about shopping lists, whatever, and I'm on hand to answer.
That's key.
You've got the knowledge.
It is interactive. You know, you're there to answer questions about it.
Absolutely, yeah. So.
Happy days.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Thank you,
Holly. Right. Today's recipe is up on our website, or you can visit Holly at Taste of Dublin. She'll be there on the 14th of June at 2:30.